Previously on Mr. Mash.
Good morning, my dear humans. Mash you back from an incredible Ansaldo hole here, and, well, hallelujah. Hallelujah. That's right, boys. There was an incredible Ansaldo sale every Tuesday and Wednesday of July 2026, and today was the last day of the sale, and we decided to do quite the haul. I think we spent over 100,000 CLP in terms of toys. I'm not sure, actually. I do have the receipts right there, but I'm too lazy to check them. And while they kind of did slow down a little bit on Motorized Wave 1 of Thomas toys, they did have two characters which I wanted, which was Thomas and especially Percy. So, since they were in stock, we decided, yeah, we should get them. I mean, these were the main goal of the haul, so I'm happy. And in terms of stock levels, there was 0 Gordons, 0 Jameses, there was 1 Nia, not interested. There was 1 Percy, so this was the last one in stock. Very happy about that. And there was f***ing 5 Thomases! Are you kidding me? I mean, yeah, he's the main guy, but 5! So I decided, in order to be informative, let's review both Motorized Thomas and Motorized Percy in one double feature review, shall we? These were the other things for me that I got out of the haul. I got a Light Up Lightning McQueen and Liars Uno. I'll invite my parents to play this later. And why is Max so loud? Jesus. So here's Thomas's box. I'm not going to focus too much since it's like the same template, but we got our Motorized logo, our new Nouvelle logo. I think I just butchered the f*** out of that French. Apologies. There's the cloud. We got our magnet thing. Oh, it's just a bit of hot glue. Okay, whatever. There's our render we're seeing all the time. We got our name. We got 3 plus a Mattel logo. Where's the Fisher-Price logo when you want it? Actually, I heard through the wiki that this whole range is now being made by Mattel directly, but what does that logo explain then? So this side we got a cloud. This side we got a cloud. There's no top of the box, but we do have our bottom. 2026 date. There's an open here tab. Made in Vietnam. Okay, so it seems like the die-cast, proper die-casts are made in Thailand, while playsets and the rest is made in Vietnam, it seems. Alrighty then, I can deal with it, I suppose. And the back, we should see the cloud right there, but an Ansaldo Toys stickers covering it with the price tag. We see the multiple languages here at the back. At least you have more space. I mean, Thomas is his main name, so it makes sense to put them at the back. Got the Motorized right there, small parts, 1 AAA battery. You see the code right there. It's part of that assortment. You got a magnet notice, the tagline, made in Vietnam. Alright. Pretty much stock standards. So, very quickly, I'll open him up. Actually, I ran out of Duracell Optimus, so I had to take this brand new pack of Duracells that my mom bought. Sorry, Mom. That was super easy. We got our instructions right here, tucked away. Oh, really want to break them. There we go. And yep, we got twisty things. So these twisty things have been shown in plenty of other Fisher-Price toys. You can tell I'm a collector. And these black ones in particular are being used for the Motorized engines. I got these black ones from the Cranky set I've already reviewed. And it seems like these black twisty things are standard. So, yeah, very different way in order to unbox these. The other ones were just, you open the box and got them right out. Pretty nice change.
A few moments later.
A little bit of a struggle later. I got Thomas out. There he is. Let's look at the instructions first. So we get a regular battery safety information. We see this on everything now. It's not too important. You never read it. And we got some black and white instructions right here. So we actually haven't seen black and white instructions with new merch yet. We've seen purely colored instructions with the sets. And yeah, there's nothing much to these. It's just how to install the batteries, or batteries, since they only take one. So not bad. I do like how they go to the effort of making new instructions though. It's nice. So here's the Thomas model I have right here that came from this pack. No batteries yet. It has a regular cargo car. We haven't seen this before since the previous Thomas, which I have. Yes, this came from the Cranky set. I am not denying that. He's kind of weak on batteries right now. He has this trick little wagon, you know. There was a little plastic tab and it unloads cargo out of it. This cargo car, I've seen it a fair amount of times in Watch Out Thomas episodes. Hello. But it's nice. We got some regular wheels. I think these are the same wheels actually. Let's see. Yeah, they're the same molds, it's just a different color. These are red instead, but these are fully black. As you can see, they use the same plastic axle sort of deal. They had one of these twisty things. It says 2026 made in Vietnam. Curiously, I don't see any way of actually opening these. I don't see any triangle screws or anything. It's just one whole piece. And it has a little bit of weight to it. I think that's because of the magnets. I mean, this is a fully plastic Fantastic or whatever's. But it's definitely heavier compared to this. I definitely feel the weight difference. It's a nice cargo car. I'm pretty sure there's a yellow recolor in the Lion Cub Rescue Train set, but I'm not interested in buying that one. I recreated the layout the other day though. I think it was actually yesterday. But I didn't like it too much, and I'm not too interested in the variants. It's a nice variants, but it's just the set itself kind of sucks. So nice to get this. I hope to see more of these in the future alongside other recolors. Obviously, it's still the whole one-way magnet sort of deal. And in terms of the Thomases, let's see. Do they have any difference? For now, I want to see the bottom. I'm curious. Well, obviously they have different codes because that's like the manufacturing date code, I'm pretty sure. They all have like date codes. But in terms of actual styling, no, they're not different at all. They have the train ticket, made in Vietnam, 2026. They are exactly the same. So we confirmed it now. The Thomas that comes in the Cranky set is just one of the Thomases that comes in the regular sold separately assortments. So there you go. There's your informative information of the day. So what did I get from buying this Thomas at the sale? Well, I got a duplicate Thomas and I got a brand new cargo car that I can use for several situations. Am I gonna buy more? 100% no. It's only necessary in order to buy one of these, and that's pretty much it. I feel like this is one of these items that you kind of want to keep sealed in their box rather than opening them up, but you know, it is what it is. I don't think my Thomas came with any factory error. What I am very curious to see is how well it runs, since these models in particular have been fairly infamously known to be quite troublesome, and they genuinely cause confusion and delay. I'm not saying that as a joke, I mean it quite literally, not figuratively, so let's see how you run. Alright, so I very quickly made a layout with a few accessories some people may have. There's nothing fancy about it, just stock standard affair. And I've already opened him up and I pre-batteried him up, and he is running absolutely perfectly fine with no signs of issues. So that's good. That is less than 12,000 CLP not wasted. We got a good Thomas. We just got to see how it does performance wise. Obviously the performance battery wise isn't going to be as good because these are just normal Duracells, not Optimums. But we'll see, okay? We'll give it the benefit of the doubt. So I put the whole layout on the ground in order to avoid the jump, and yeah, he's running pretty much fine. He's not terribly fast. He's not like my other one that had Optimum, but yeah, he's tolerable. He's fine enough. Kids will have fun with it. Maybe he could use a little bit of lubricant, but this one isn't terrible. So I give this one a thumbs up as a bit of a pass. So not terrible. And put the other cargo car from the cranky set just for funsies. And yeah, that one makes a whole lot more noise, so... Yeah, because there's another piece of plastic rattling around that needs to be loose for the cargo. So, a lot to think about there, honestly. There I gave you actual important information you would actually want to hear that you would never hear from an advertisement. So that is regular Thomas. We've reviewed him quite fast, as you can see. Percy's definitely going to take a bit of time, but I want to give him a star rating right away just to kind of get it over with. So the model itself is exactly the same as the cranky set. I don't have a major problem with that because this Thomas model overall looks fine in terms of proportions. He's pretty good, I'd say. Obviously, we're talking about a new show here, which we've barely seen footage of, but in terms of the model, I can't really say too much else that I haven't said in the cranky reviews, so he is fine enough. And I think this one has a fair amount of lubricant as well, so hopefully no leaders of the track is going to come in here and go complaining too much. Just cross my fingers and hope. So in terms of pros, I do definitely like the cargo car included here, because this one definitely makes less noise. It has pretty much no noise. It's just stock standard. This one, on the other hand, is just... it's just gonna rattle around, you know. So, at least that's a pro. And also, you could put anything here as well, technically. It's just regular space. It's just a cargo car. You could do anything with that. And I really don't have any cons. I guess the con here would be that the cranky set doesn't include a special Thomas, because these are exactly the same. Obviously discounting their manufacturing dates. So... yeah, this Thomas is perfectly fine. Although, I will say that we have seen obviously better packs. We've seen the Scruffy pack come in, and we've seen the Lion Cub Rescue Train set, which has a variant of that Thomas. Not only does he look different, but I think his face is also a slight bit different. Not a huge change, but still. So, I'd say for now, if they re-release this cargo car exactly the same in this blue. Actually, ironically, these are the exact same shade of blue. That's cool. I'd say if they re-release this in a future set, skip this pack. Go for the Scruffy pack instead. So there's my informative, mashuified tip of the day, I guess. If you want a motorized Thomas, I suggest skip this one and go for the Scruffy pack. And as a matter of fact, the Scruffy pack is actually available on Amazon right now. So for you United States bros, you know, I'm also classified as American even though I'm chilling. That's a country difference, my mom told me. For you United States brothers, go to Amazon and get the Scruffy pack instead, I guess. But for now, this pack gets a pass, a thumbs up, and 3/4 of a star. It's fine enough. I just prefer Scruffy, personally. But hey, now I bought him so that you don't have to. So let's not complain now. Let's go ahead and look at Percy. I'm not going to focus on the box template for this one because it's exactly the same as Thomas. Just a slightly different code of the character. Yep, Thomas was 45, he's 46. You have the different render, you have the different name. You have the different names at the back. Yeah, let's just open him right away. It's better to look at the model outside of the box.
1 minute later.
So I got him out. A detail I forgot to mention. Look, the inside has Easy Connect track. Thomas there, yeah. So same amount of twisty things. We got 3 of them, so we have 6 in total. And I'm pretty sure the instructions reuse the Thomas renders. So I'm not going to bother opening them since they're exactly the same. Let's look at Percy then. So let's go to the mail car, save that for last, and let's go for Percy. So, what do I think of Trip Dog? It's a little bit dirty right there. I'll fix him. I gotta say, I really like his model. Something that I'm liking about the motorized and metal characters of this range, or these ranges, is that they both look quite similar. It's just the scale and the playability which is different. Now I know that it can be unique in order to have a slightly different variation of a character depending on the scale, but I do like the consistency when it comes to these characters. At least they have a certain pattern when it comes to making them in the scales. So this Percy, you know, way bigger than the metal one, but you know, it's motorized. It's quite good looking. I like that number 6. That's a really good number 6. Yet again, 80th motorized Percy had a good number 6 anyway. It's just good in its own right. There's a nice amount of details. Not too many rivets on this model. It's a nice paint job that you can feel that actually that's a separate mold. You can kind of tell right there. You can feel that that's a separate mold. Formative things. This face. Let's talk about his face. That's a nice Percy face. Percy, I usually, you know, coincide with a happy-go-lucky character. So seeing him with quite a bit of attitude, I like. You know, we had made a whole meme out of it. You know, didn't even shit, dog. I like that. I really like this face. I think that's a nice change of pace. Because honestly, I'm gonna go through a little bit of a hot take here. I'm noticing that these characters, they're starting to look less like kids and more like teenagers. And I think that's absolutely fine. I think in order to appeal to the more modern crowd of people that, you know, usually stay in their screens all day, I think making them look like teenagers, you know, we have a big autism spectrum and stuff. There's a lot of people now in the adult genre that to collect Thomas and remember it fondly, or don't watch episodes past the sad story of Henry and they have large amount of misconceptions. I think making them look like teenagers is a fair enough idea. There's my interesting take of the day right there. Look at the back coal right there. That is nicely molded. We got a molded back lamp. There's his magnet. And at the bottom, let's see here. We got a train ticket made in Vietnam. There's the manufacturing date, I presume, 2026. I'm not noticing a assortment code. Yeah, I don't see 46 anywhere. Did Thomas have that? I'm pretty sure. I swear he had one. I must be going crazy. I think the metal ones had that, but I guess Motorized didn't. I guess I was misremembering. Let's open him up. So there we open him up. There's his cover right there. So he actually has quite the similar build to Thomas. I thought every character was going to have a different looking chassis, but well, I guess I was wrong. We got a AAA battery to put right there. And compared to Thomas, he's quite similar. So let's put a battery on him. Moment of truth. Please have a lot of lubricant. Oh wow, we got a good one. Look at him. Wow, I'm lucky. Oh, I'm excited now. Screwed him back up and he is running like the best. He's like my best runner. So the best model of the assortment is my best runner. Trip Dog, you're lucky, bro. We still got a mail car to look at though. So here's the mail car or mail van, whatever you want to say. Mail cars! On one side we have a sliding door. I really like that. On the inside you could see a bunch of letters. It's a bit of a weird way in order to store letters right there. It's kind of stacked, but I'm not judging. And you have some nice molded in or printed in details right there of that logo. Oh, it clicks! Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was just loose. That's cool. Look at that. Yeah, this is definitely the best pack of Wave 1. There's the roof. Nice molded details right there. Anyone who knows the name of that could tell me. I already learned about the what was it called? The weights, the counterweights on the wheels. A con with this, I like how we have detail on this side, but we don't have a sliding door. The sliding door is only on one side. I do like how we have a click though. That's nice. I would have never figured that out. There's no instructions about that, I'm pretty sure. That's a very smooth bottom right there. There's a bit of a chip right there, whatever. 2026 millimeter. No way to open it again. Let's see, which one is heavier? This one's definitely heavier. It's just a lot more plastic. I feel like that one inside has a little bit of a metal weight or something. I don't know, but yeah, this one's definitely heavier. But yeah, that's really nice piece of rolling stock. I like I'm not sure how I feel about the wheel color. I don't know if that's accurate or not. I mean, I don't focus at looking at the wheels. I look at Le Funny Choo Choo Train. But, I don't know. It may grow on me and may not. Don't know yet. I feel like red wheels would have been a bit better. Yet again, I'm not the expert, so what am I to say? I should shut up. So Trip Dog is in our test layout. Let's test him out. 3, 2, 1. It's the first proper run here on the layout. And he's running absolutely fine. I am super happy right now. I am winning today. Look at Trip Dog go. He's not jumping off the rails either. He is a perfect runner. Look at him speeding up. Regular Durso, by the way. I think Mattel might have actually listened to our complaints. I mean, I know they sent out a tweet over the loose face choking hazard bit, but look at this. We got perfectly fine. This was the last one on stock. I thought this was gonna be like a return or something, like someone really went in that quick and returned this back to the store, but no. Last one in stock. And he's the best runner that I have yet. Look at him. I mean, the running status is not going to be part of the star rating. That's completely random. But, he's fine. He's running absolutely fine. If I used the motorized engines in Metal Adventures and called it Motorized Adventures or something, he would literally be one of the best runners. I know you guys want to see this. Let's do the rail test. So, Thomas Cargo Car, Cranky Cargo Car, Bell Station Thomas, and Tipmashits Thomas. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Just had to keep him. Is he running at exactly the same speed as he was before? With all of that on him? I mean, I know it's a lot of plastic, fantastic, but the Thomases have weights. Metal weights. I did a follow-up video after the Bell Station review, and he had metal weights. I'm so happy right now. There's no way I can express my happiness right now. I don't show my face in these reviews quite often, but I'm so happy. So that is Motorized Percy. In terms of the star rating, let's go right ahead into that. Let's not skip it into anything. I like his model. I don't have any major complaints about it. Maybe the red part in the middle looks a bit weird, but I don't have a major complaint about that. I'm not that specific when it comes to detail. And this mail car is great. A big pro about it would be the sliding door mechanism, and I like the extra click and details. The only con that I have with this thing is the fact that the sliding door mechanism is not on both sides. But other than that, this is an absolutely perfect pack. I got literally the best running Percy. This may be the best running Percy in the world straight from the factory. I don't know. Maybe they solved their issues right now. You know, we're still in a beta stage when it comes to this merch. But even though we did have that one con right there with the door, this is still a perfect pack. I definitely recommend you go out and buy this one. If you have a perfectly running Percy like that, just get it, grab it, play with it, have your fun. This is a full star, definitely. Grab this one. I definitely recommend it. If you had to pick one character from Wave 1, go for Percy. So, full star for me. So that's Motorized Thomas and Motorized Percy review. And that's a fairly quick double feature from me out of the way. I mean, I've made the set reviews like 25 minutes, so it's nice in order to have a slightly shorter one and have my fun. I had a lot of fun with these two characters, and I do not regret them getting on sales. Maybe Thomas I slightly regret buying, especially considering the fact that he's exactly the same as the one I got in the Cranky set. But like I said before, you know, I bought him so that you don't have to. But now it's going to look very weird trying to say to my parents, like, can I get the Scruffy pack as well? And they're going to be like, my brother in Christ, you already have 2 other Thomases. So yeah, like I said during my final recommendation, if you had to pick one character from Wave 1, go for Trip Dog. So, thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell since cool is as cool does. As always, you can check out my link tree to check out posts about me on other sites. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye! Special shoutouts to my fan tier members, Barbarita Lara M and Marce Lara. If you want a shoutout, click the join button below and enter into the fan tier. Thank you guys.